A Kroonstad farmer whose grandson is accused by the EFF of killing a man and burying him in a shallow, unmarked grave has allegedly admitted that he killed a man 10 years ago. Dr. Koos Troskie says he was acting in self-defense when he was attacked on his farm. Let's speak to SABC News reporter Ishmael Modiba on this story. Ishmael, good evening to you and thank you so much for your time. So it's a little confusing, right, to get to understand exactly what we're dealing with here. So yesterday there was a report, and in that report yesterday, we see this man who's believed to be a medical doctor, of course, now speaking to members of the EFF. He speaks about the fact that he should have gone to the police and all of that. But in that story, we are told of what happened in July, right, and what the police discovered. Then now, we are hearing of what happened 10 years ago. So what exactly is going on, and what's the difference in these two cases?
Well, it's a, I don't know where and how to start, but, you know, it's just a conundrum, Bongiwe. I mean, when we arrived at the farm, like on the ZR Mahabane Road, those who already converged outside, they told us no, that the van just left the farm. And within minutes, the van came. And we were just to talk to him to find out what is actually transpired. And he was already agitated by that time. And we wanted to, confirm what he said yesterday, whether he still stand by it and why did it happen. He said, no, it was a farm attack, and it was not the first farm attack that happened in his farm. That is saying that he once killed somebody 10 years ago. And that's how we were able to know about the previous incident that he voluntarily gave us as the media. And he was not shy to talk about it, to say that these people were attacking him and he had to defend himself. And that's the information that we have at this particular stage. Interestingly enough, when we left, the members of the EFF have gone to the police to hand over the video evidence that they have on their cell phone that they took yesterday, and they have to do paperwork in order to submit the cell phone. It's only now that we are getting information that the 80-year-old Dr. Koos Troskie has been arrested and is expected to appear tomorrow in the Kroonstad Magistrate Court. That is the latest that we can give.
So he says both incidents were farm attacks.
That's what he says, both incidents were farm attack. But interestingly enough, Bongiwe, when I listened to a piece of, a recording of one of the witnesses that he was relating, was that the son, I'm not sure whether it's the son or the grandson, but the alleged son told them a day before that he wanted to show them how to kill a wild pig. And that's when they went the following day to a farm. That's when the incident happened. But interestingly enough, when they arrived there, he told them to wait. Then he left alone. While he was alone, while waiting for him, the other 3 or 4 gentlemen, they heard about 4 shots. Then they wondered to say, if somebody is shooting an animal, you shoot it once. But if you shoot more than that, then you are scaring your prey that you are looking for. And that's exactly what happened. We are told that that's when he came running to inform them that he's being attacked by 6 men. And that's when they discovered that, no, actually, that is a story that he was concocting. So
when you speak to the police, with regards to the statement I'll read in just a moment, they've taken an 80-year-old man in. Is this in connection with what happened 10 years ago or the recent discovery?
Because the 10-year incident that he's referring about, he says the police even know about it. Okay. We can only assume that it was above board, but the police will have to tell us exactly what transpired. So for now, we can assume that he's been taken on the incident that happened in July, where the body was discovered end of last month, that is in August, of the 20-year-old who we now know as a Lesotho national, that his body has now been handed over to his parents, and in preparation for burial that is expected to take place in Lesotho.
Quick one before I let you go. So when he was speaking yesterday in our story, because the soundbite, you can hear this man saying that, yes, I should have called the police and all of that. I do understand that that is what should have happened. He was speaking about the incident of July.
He was speaking about the incident of July, and when asked why he didn't, why did he do that? Why did he bury that body in a shallow grave? He said he was afraid that the body will be eaten by the jackals.
Yeah,
And when they
yeah.
yes,
Did he explain where his grandson is?
Look, Bungiwe, it is difficult to talk to this Dr. Troskie. Yeah, even when we were outside his farm, just handing over the microphone over the fence, he was threatening us with violence, and they're saying that we are trespassing. I remember on 2 occasions he pushed my hand very, very, strongly, and I even told him that no, you are threatening me, and I told him that he was being violent. And he said I'm exaggerating, and that's how aggressive he was this particular morning. It was around 10 o'clock when this incident happened. So we were not in a position to have a normal, dialogue with him. He was very, very aggressive, and he was just, it was. I think he was not in a right frame of mind to have a proper conversation with him.
All right, Ishmael, thank you so much for clarifying that for us, because it has, of course, been the subject of much confusion to say, is this about the 10-year-old, the event that happened 10 years ago, or is this about the one that happened in July? But that's my colleague there, Ishmael Modiba, clarifying that particular story for us. We'll speak to the EFF in just a moment, but let me read the statement that is coming from the police there. A South African police service, saying that they're confirming that the body of a young man who was discovered on the 20th of August this year, following a tip-off from the community. A task team from Bloemfontein followed the leads, which led them to a farm which was situated along the road between Kroonstad and Welkom, where the remains were recovered. It's alleged that the deceased was buried on the farm. Due to the advanced state of decomposition, DNA samples were taken for analysis to confirm the identity of this deceased. A docket has been opened on charges of murder and also defeating the ends of justice. It can be confirmed that an 80-year-old man has been arrested and is expected to appear in court soon. There is a possibility of additional arrests on this matter. The SABC regard this as a very serious and sensitive case where a person has lost his life. Hence, we appeal to the community to allow the investigation to unfold in an evidence-driven manner and to refrain from spreading unverified information that could compromise this particular case. This is the statement that has been released this afternoon by the police, as you've also heard Ishmael Modiba, they mentioning that for us.